Hey guys, what we're doing today is we're going through our honey yards. We got to do a little bit of maintenance to them, and we're checking on our honey stores and just basically getting a good once over of what the colonies are doing. This here's a split that we made a few weeks ago with one of our queens. She's got this laid up really nice. And this side, she's getting there. I don't see her just yet. I see brood and it's looking good. They're starting to bring in pollen and nectar. Their field force is gaining. Just wanted to kind of see if I could find her real quick. See how they were doing. We're going to be adding supers to colonies that need it. Guys, that's what you get when you raise queens from good stock. That pattern's amazing. Every one of the cells in between here is filled with nectar. They don't have a lot of room. They're very small. We started this colony with, I think, 2 frames of bees. So I'm real happy with the results. It's about to explode in population, which is a good thing. Obviously, they don't need a super at this point, but they're looking good. It just goes to show you can, generally speaking, raise better queens than you can buy. If you can find a good queen breeder near you that takes their time and does it right and has the drone population, you can get good queens. But a lot of the mass-produced queens are just no good in my experience. On this, they're bringing in a lot of nectar. We're filling it up. They're going to use most of this nectar raising brood in the next few weeks. But overall, this colony's looking good. There's the queen right there. She's a good looking queen. So we're going to mark her and move on to the next one. Okay, on this colony, obviously they're not ready for a honey super, but what we did on this one, this blue box here, was a colony that went queenless. So they had a laying worker, so all we did, it was a real small colony anyway. So we combined their resources with this bottom box that was queen right and had a lot of bees in it. And now we've got another box here that we're ready to split. So as soon as we get some queens, we'll just break this down and we'll take 1/2 and split it and leave the queen right mother colony alone. And this will be a overwinter and super up top for them. Okay guys, this colony's going nuts on us. We've supered it a lot and they're making a lot of honey. As you can see, this top box is drawn out. I'll give you a look. See what we got going on with it. Sorry guys, the bees were getting all over the microphone. This colony's not happy to see us. It's overcast today and they're calling for rain, but we got to get these boxes. So they're doing great. They're making a lot of honey. So we're going to close this one up and get out of their hair because they don't want to see us. Don't understand that we're just out and giving them some room to make some more honey for us. This is what good queens will get you. It'll get you colonies that are real strong, make a lot of honey. As you can see over here, this colony beside of it had a bad queen. We've requeened it, but it's just now starting to take off. So obviously we know it don't need a honey super. We're going to take you to the bee yard with us and show you what we got going on. Okay guys, on this colony it's a dead out, but we're going to want to use this box later in the season for splits. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove it off of this colony. And we're going to take it to this colony down here over a double string board. and put it on top. And while we're doing this, we really want to just protect our combs from any wax moths. And that's the only reason we're doing it. We just don't want to have to take it back home and move it more than we have to. And what will happen is this box here will come up and populate this colony and start rearing brood in it and all that good stuff. And we'll just make our split directly off this one. It's over the double screen board. And the colony on the bottom is doing just fine. So that's why we're going to put this one on top of this colony here. It's just letting the bees police our equipment for us so we don't have to worry about the wax moths. Okay, this colony making honey for us. This is what we want to see. So we're going to give them some more space. And the way we're going to do this one is we're going to take this comb right here out. But they've started working. Well, they haven't put any nectar in that one yet. They've drawn it out, but no nectar. And I want a little bit of nectar in it. So I'm going to take this one here that's full of nectar. I'm going to put my other frame right there that I'm going to use for a bait frame. And he's going to set this box on top. And what this bait frame does is it entices them to go up there. They don't see this foundation as space to work. It's just above them. But when you put something they're already working on, especially drone comb, with a little bit of nectar, or brood's even better than that, they'll readily come up into the super and start working. And sometimes we'll under super also, but we're kind of in a hurry today. More of the same with this colony. They're drawing it out nicely for us. As you can see, this was the bait frame I used last time. Let's see what they've got on it. They've just now got it completely drawn out. So I'm wanting one that's got a little bit of nectar in it. Like this one. And I'll put it up top. We've still got about a month of flow left, so they'll have no issues with two. Well, actually, this has got drone comb in it, don't it? Okay, just lift that up for a second. This one's got drone comb, so that's even better. We'll put that down on the bottom, and we'll bait this top one with a little bit of nectar and a drone comb. Drone comb is very important, guys. If you can, just when your honey flow's over, if you don't have a lot of drone comb, the thing that's good to do is super your bees, put some boxes on them and feed them heavily after the honey flow, of course. And what that'll do, they'll start drawing your comb out and you'll have it for next year. If you can leave the sugar syrup in the comb, or you can extract it, but normally they'll use it through the winter and you won't have to worry about it contaminating your honey. Like I said, he's just clipping around the front entrance. That works out the best for us. Now this field in the background, we'll bring the tractor through and we'll bush hog all of this to keep it up cleaned and to where you can use it. A lot of blooms, but I don't think the bees hit these. I hadn't ever seen them on it. I don't even know what they are. So we're going to be cutting this in about another week. Guys, if you've never used a sling to clear out in front of beehives, you're missing out. You should. That's why I've got them though. I'll have to double their allowance or something. It's a lot of hard work, especially in a bee suit, so we're thankful to have them. We find that a lot of times slinging it's a lot better than using a mower. It just really stirs them up, and we can do it in just about the same amount of time, but it's a lot. And a weed eater, it really aggravates the bees really bad. So we do a sling and we clip around the front entrance. So that's how we do it. We're doing a little bit of maintenance. So guys, today basically was a pretty simple day. We're just mostly doing yard maintenance and supering colonies that need it. We try to stay on the supering about every week. We try to get in our colonies, see what's going on and what needs supers and what don't, because if you're not on top of the flow, you're going to miss it. Other than that, there's not a lot going on except for yard maintenance and getting the extractor and stuff ready to go, and make sure we got bottles and supplies to bottle our honey and label it. So that's what we're doing. With our strategy, we don't hardly dig in brood nests during the honey flow. It sets them back, in my opinion, and we need to focus our attention on getting these colonies supered. So and drawing foundation. We're also drawing foundation. Now right after the honey flow, we're going to go through these colonies, and any of them that's failing, we'll either combine, split, or requeen at that time. So, but that's right after the honey flow, right before the mite treatments. But right now it's kind of a lull in our season. There's a lot of work to be done, but it's not a lot of digging through the brood nest and splitting or anything bee related other than supering our colonies. And we like it that way. It gives us a chance to do other things and spend some time with the family. But that's what we're doing today. We hope you enjoyed some of this video and it was informative. You maybe learned something. If you got any questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section below and we'll be sure to answer them. We appreciate you watching, and happy beekeeping.